Have you ever found yourself holding back from setting a boundary? You're terrified that it might just break a relationship you really, really cherish. Well, that's a super common fear. And today, we're going to build the blueprint to solve it. This is your guide to creating healthy boundaries that, believe it or not, actually make your connection stronger and way more authentic. So, does this look familiar? That constant draining pull between what you feel you owe other people and what you desperately need for your own self-care. It's that feeling of being completely torn in two. And man, it is exhausting. And listen, if this is hitting home for you, you are in very, very good company. So why on earth is this so hard? Let's get right into it and break down the real problem. Because understanding why boundaries can feel so completely wrong is the very first step to finally making them feel right. A lot of the time, we're fighting a battle on two different fronts. On one hand, you've got this external cultural tension. Right? In a lot of really close-knit families or cultures, just asking for a little personal space can feel like a huge betrayal, and that triggers this massive wave of guilt. Then, on the other hand, you've got the inner struggle, that personal tug of war between sticking with tradition and your own deep need for personal growth. Okay, this next part, this is where everything changes. To really move forward, we need a complete paradigm shift. We have to lock in one core idea, and it's this: boundaries are not walls. See, boundaries don't push people away. They actually protect the love that's already there. I mean, think about it. Without them, resentment just quietly builds up, It poisons connections from the inside out. Boundaries are what make love sustainable for the long haul. So let's lock in this new, much more powerful definition. A boundary is simply this: a rule for respectful connection. That's it. It's not about rejection. It's all about creating the right conditions for mutual respect to actually grow. All right, with that new mindset firmly in place, it's time to get practical. Let's open up the toolkit. This is your clear 6-step blueprint to make all of this a reality in your own life. Step 1. This one starts with you, identifying your non-negotiables. What are the situations that consistently leave you feeling completely drained? Actually write them down and look for the patterns. And here's the key: don't try to fix everything at once. Just pick 3 core boundaries to start with. This focus is what builds a strong, manageable foundation. Step 2 is a total game changer: emotional distance mapping. Now, this isn't about ranking people or playing favorites. It's about recognizing that different relationships have different levels of trust, and that just means they need different kinds of boundaries. So here's how it breaks down. You've got your inner circle. These are your highest trust people, right? They get the most access, the most vulnerability. Then you've got the mid-circle, people you trust, but where the sharing is a bit more balanced. And finally, the outer circle. Here, trust might be lower, so the boundaries are naturally going to be stronger. It's all about being intentional. Okay, step 3 is all about how you say it. The secret sauce here is calm clarity. Use really simple, direct statements, and you have to resist that powerful urge to over-explain. Your boundary is valid all on its own, and most importantly, you've got to stay consistent. And now we have to talk about the biggest hurdle for pretty much all of us: guilt. Step 4 is the guilt reset protocol. And I really, really want you to hear this. Taking care of your own well-being is not a selfish luxury. It is absolutely essential for your health and for the health of your relationships. So how do you actually reset it? First, just recognize what it is. That guilt you're feeling, it's often just old conditioning, old programming. Second, question it. Ask yourself, is what I'm doing actually wrong, or does it just feel new and uncomfortable? Third, practice neutrality. Just watch the feeling come and then watch it pass without letting it control your actions. And finally, protect your peace. It's your most valuable asset. All right, step 5 is being ready for pushback. And let's be real, you should probably expect it. When you change a dynamic that people are used to, it's going to cause some resistance. That's totally normal. The strategy here is simple. Don't get pulled into an argument. Just calmly repeat your boundary. Remember, a little temporary tension is often the path to long-term, lasting respect. Finally, step 6 is where it all sticks: reinforcement. See, your words matter, but it's your actions that really build respect. You can't be the one to break your own rules. If a boundary gets crossed, apply a quiet consequence, like maybe making yourself a little less available. And just as important, when someone does respect your boundary, acknowledge it. That's how you reinforce the new, healthy pattern. So that's the blueprint. But a blueprint is pretty useless if you don't actually build the house, right? So let's look at the road ahead with a simple but really powerful 30-day action plan. This is all about making it real. Committing to a plan for just 30 days is what takes these ideas from being a cool concept and actually puts them into your life. It makes this whole process feel manageable instead of totally overwhelming. Here's the breakdown. Week 1 is your foundation. Just identify those 3 non-negotiables. Week 2 is all about practice. Literally rehearse your boundary statements out loud until they feel natural. Week 3, it's go time. You implement and handle any pushback calmly. And week 4, and this is so important, you celebrate. Actively look for and track the small wins where your boundaries created harmony. So what's the ultimate takeaway from all of this? It really boils down to this simple but incredibly powerful equation. Clarity in what you need, plus calm communication of that need, plus consistency in your actions. That equals the respect and harmony you've been searching for. It was never about choosing between yourself and others. It's about creating a structure where you both can thrive.
Find your true identity.
Lead your life with intention.